Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give an update on my portfolio. So it's been a couple days since I've made my last update, and I have made changes. There have been some new positions that I've opened, so I want to talk about those. So my portfolio, as you can see here, $50,837.03, minus $15.05 today. So not much change for the day. Now, my portfolio, it does look different now because I have bought new things and opened new positions. So let's go over them. So this is one of the new positions I've opened today, Cpng. So this is basically the Amazon of South Korea, or at least that's kind of the comparison that people make, right? They do offer a lot of the same services, and some of the services are like overnight. I think they do this thing called like dawn delivery where you can order it and then they'll have it at your place before dawn, and you could return things by just leaving them on your doorstep. Of course, South Korea, because of the population, it's not as big of a market as the United States or China, for example. So it's not really an exact comparison to compare to something like Alibaba, which is in China, and Amazon, which is mainly in the United States. But I feel like there is incentive to invest in this kind of stock. Like, honestly, this model of, the type of Amazon-like services, it doesn't really matter where it's at. I feel like every place needs those type of services. So I feel like the demand for those type of delivery and shopping services, it's really useful and very high demand for wherever it is, whether it be China, United States, South Korea. So when this came on the market recently, I was interested in investing in this, and I'm glad I waited because it was at like close to 60, right? Like 59, 60, and then it's been going downwards for a while now. And I'm comfortable buying it at around this price. So that's why I pulled the trigger today. So I waited until it got around 45, and as you can see here, my average cost, I put it in order for exactly $45 a share. So that's why I got. My average cost is exactly $45 a share. And I bought 100 of these. And if you know how covered calls work, you would understand why I bought exactly 100 of these. So I could do a covered call on it. So yeah, I bought this. Total return, as you can see, total, I'm up 5.88% so far. And as you can see, in addition to the 100 shares, I'm selling a covered call on it. The 45 strike price Cpng covered call. Expiration date next month, April 16th. And I can only do one of them because I only own 100 shares. You can only sell one covered call for each 100 shares of the stock that you own. So since I own 100, I'm able to sell one of them. It shows -1 because I'm selling the call rather than buying the call, right? So I'm selling this call, credit $340. Total return so far, I'm up $20. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, my Cpng play, I'm up a little bit right now in total, but I'll wait and see what happens. All right, next up, GSAH. This is an old one. I've already had this. I'm still waiting. I'm selling the $12.50 put. Right now, GSAH is at $11.02, so it's below $12.50. Most likely, I'm gonna get it signed unless it shoots up over $12.50 a share, which I would be happy with if that happened. This expires on April 16th. Contracts 10, or rather negative 10, because I'm selling them. So far, the total return, I'm up $520. So this is going well. All right, IPOF, I'm selling the $20 call. This is also a covered call. I'm selling 8 of these. These expire April 16th. Total return, I'm up $40. So that's going well. Now, I'm also selling the $20 call expiring 5/21, so a month later, basically. And I've got 9 of these that I'm selling. Total return plus $18. So as you can see, a lot of the covered calls I'm selling, they're in the green right now. I'm profiting off of them, right? I'm not down, thank goodness. And the reason these are split, and I ended up selling the 416 covered calls and the 521, is because if you watch my videos, you would know that I actually got assigned early on 800 shares, and then the rest I let expire. So the 9 left I let expire. So I sold this $20 call first, and then after the puts that I was selling expired, and then I was assigned 900 more shares of IPOF, I decided to do covered calls on those too. Sorry if this is too confusing, but all right, GME, this play is going well. Of course, this is a bet that GameStop would go below $300 a share. That's what the $310 put debit spread means. And right now, GameStop is below $300 a share. It's at $194.49. So as long as GameStop stays below $300 a share, I'm gonna make a profit off this. Expiration date 7/16. Average cost 820. Total return so far, actually down 10.61%. But if you look at the price range, right, 60 cents to $14.05. That's why I can't really trust the actual price that's showing, because the range is so wide that it makes no sense to actually take into account what the current price is right now. I'm gonna need to wait closer to expiration date 7/16 to actually get a better understanding of where the price will be. But even though it shows the total return is negative, I know in my heart that it's going well because GameStop is below 300 a share, so that's fine. All right, IPOD. This is a 7.5 $10 call debit spread. So I'm making a bet that IPOD will be above $10 a share for max profit. And this expires October 15th. Total return plus $50. Alibaba, $195 $200 call debit spread. This is a bet that Baba will be above $200 a share on November 19th. Total return, I'm up $280. So as you can see, a lot of these, my spreads have turned positive. A lot of them have turned positive. Lastly, my last spread is IPOF, 7.5 $10 call debit spread. This is a bet that IPOF will be above $10 a share on December 17th. Total return, this one I'm down on. I'm down about 5%, but I'm not really worried about this because I'm betting that IPOF will be above $10 a share, right? And right now it is above $10 a share. It's at $11.29. So as long as IPOF stays above 10, I'm happy with that. And this usually never happens. This hasn't happened for a while, a long time. If you watch my videos frequently, you would know that mostly I invest purely in options, like mostly debit spreads. But right now I happen to have a ton of actual stocks, like underlying shares. I actually have a ton of these. And this is very rare for me. Well, recently. So as you can see here, I have 1,700 shares of IPOF. That's a lot. That's a lot of shares of IPOF, but I'm comfortable. I believe in IPOF long term, so I'm going to hold on to these. And I think I'm doing covered calls on all of these anyway, so I can't really get rid of these directly. So I have no choice but to really hang on to them anyways. IPOD 700 shares. I believe I don't have covered calls on my IPOD shares yet. Let me check. Nope, it's just IPOF calls them that I'm selling. IPOD, I just own the shares. I'm holding on to the shares. Cpng, I already explained. I have 100 shares of Cpng. And hopefully, long term, it does well. It's not a guarantee that I'll do well, but I believe in that type of service, you know. So basically, the Amazon of South Korea, I believe in them. Hopefully, they do well. So yeah, that's my portfolio, guys. Added some new stuff, did some new plays, selling covered calls and whatnot, and a lot of my option plays now, they're positive. Like they turned a profit, and all I had to do was really wait a little while. And a lot of these actually expire in the later half of the year. 7/16, 10/15, 11/19, 12/17. So the way spreads work is that you get a clearer picture of what your profit or loss is as you get closer to the expiration date. So right now is not really what I'm worried about. I'm worried about what's going to happen to GameStop when we get closer to, July 16th. What's going to happen to IPOD as we get closer to October? What's going to happen to the share price of Alibaba as we get closer to November, right? So I'm waiting till we get closer to the expiration dates of these in order to get a better understanding of if these are actually really profitable or not, right? Right now, it's still March 22nd, so it's still way too early on to really know how we're doing with these. We got to wait a little bit longer, a couple more months, until we really know how we're doing with these spreads. All right, that's it from my video, guys. I'll update you guys on any new plays that I make. As you can see here, my buying power, I still have $13,010.96 of buying power. So, I do have this much money to play around with if I want to. I'm going to wait and see if there's any more opportunities, any more new plays I can make. And I'll update you guys on any new plays that I make and how I'm doing. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.